Okay, good mornings to all of you. Just we'll go through the revisions of this our last chapter, job evaluations and merit rating. And at the end of these chapters, we'll see what is the difference between job evaluation and merit rating. Yesterday, we have gone through the definition of job evaluations. So, job evaluations, it is nothing but to calculate the worth of jobs, and the main purpose to decide the wages or salary systems, how much we're going to pay. So this is the definitions of job evaluations, and up to this objectives, main objective to evaluate the jobs, to decide the payment systems which will required in the industry for the manpower purpose. This is the main objective of job evaluations. This we have gone through the procedures of job evaluations. So main 3 point is there: job analysis, job descriptions, and job specifications. One job is there. For examples, you might have seen our the gear products in our workshop. So here is job analysis means in gearbox number of parts are there. You can get it separate, and each part you can give the details of that part. And describes means in short how we're going to manufacture this product. Description is there, and job specification means as per standards actually we requires to manufacture the jobs. So these things we have seen yesterday: procedures for job evaluations, job analysis, determine detailed facts about the jobs. Gearbox is there. What it contain? Different types of gears are there. Maybe ring gears, the spur gears, the reduction criteria, coupling, the pulleys. Like this, you can analyze this. Means one assembly is there. You can get it separate that assembly, and after that each part you can write the descriptions, and after that you have to manufacture these parts uh, as per the standard dimension. So this is the specification. Then the job classifications is determine the relative worth of jobs. You can put 500 rupees jobs, 300 rupee jobs together, 1000 jobs together. You can classify. Compare the jobs with predetermined jobs and arrive the suitable wage structures. You can compare the same job which is already determine the wages structures, and again you have to reshuffle the wages structure for this. Evaluate the performance based upon job description and specification. Means how these products will work, that performance you have to justify with help of description and specifications. After this chart, it is given job analysis, job description, and job specification. So here's three initial points. Job analysis: determine the detailed facts about the jobs. This you have to remember, because this part it will comes in your objective type questions. Job description: describe the clearly requirement of the jobs. What actually we do, what is the tooling, what is the jigs picture or drawing we required, specific dimension like this. Job specification means specify the attribute process by the employee to complete the job satisfactorily. Means we have to compare the certain dimension things with the standard dimension. That is the specification is there. Then job evaluation systems are there. Four systems are there: ranking methods, job classification systems, factor comparison methods, and point rating methods. So, four methods are there for job evaluations. Ranking methods: jobs are ranked in terms of their importance, lowest to highest, 1 to attain like this. Rank is decided by committee. One committee is there. This is first number, this is second numbers like this. This is the most easiest and simple method. Steps in all in this method. Which steps you have to remember? Selection of the jobs. You can select any jobs, for example, gearbox. Job analysis, what it contains. Choose the committee, the ranking of the jobs, what it contains, and then ranking of the jobs. First should be the ring gears, after that spur gears, after that helical gears. You can give the rank of jobs and grouping the jobs into groups by the committee. So you can collect all the jobs and give the weightage for this. Then second, what is the ranking methods advantages? Simple, less time consuming, and less paperwork. It is simple where just we have to give the rank first, second. This like depends upon the evaluated parts, and it is actually in industry decided by the committee. The main limitations, the lack of standard criteria for ranking jobs and less accurate. There is no any standard criteria, but this method is less accurate. Where we can use, where only limited jobs to be analyzed. Means one, two, three jobs are there. Batch type of production is there. Then we can use these methods. Then job classification is there. Allocate the jobs to grades which are predetermined. Grade number one. Sometimes it is depends upon the surface finish. So 25 microns grade is there. This is supposed to be once. After that, 24 microns grade is supposed to two. 23 microns grade is like this. As per the requirement, if surface finish the requirement is there, you can give the grade number one, two, three like this thing. Then write grade level description, microns levels, just I have told this. Then listing the jobs to be evaluated. You have to make the evaluation of this, value of this, and assign the jobs to the grade based upon the grade and job level descriptions. So the surface finish, it is one criteria. Particular worth of job, it is second criteria. According to this, you can go for job classifications. Factor comparison methods, here 5 points need to consider while comparing the methods for job comparisons. In that mental effort, how much is required? For example, two jobs are there. So mental effort, how much is there for particular jobs as compared to second jobs? Skill requirement, physical requirement, responsibility, and working conditions. So these things you need to be considered uh, while factory comparisons methods. Then second factory comparison method steps are there. So here 5 steps are there. Key jobs are identified, key jobs are analyzed, salary paid for each jobs, wage paid for each jobs, and each jobs are evaluated. So whatever the jobs are there, the key points are observed there, analyze that point and decide the wages and salary systems for the same. Then point ranking methods. Decide the type of jobs to be evaluated. Select the factor, definition factors, and point. Certain jobs you can give the point. Suppose four jobs are there. One jobs, how much point will give 2 points. Second jobs will give 3 points. Is it correct? So just in games, we are giving certain points for one game. Similar thing is there for job also. We can give the points. Point number one, two, three list, and after this we can go for the uh, ranking of that. Then point rating method advantages more accurate, reliable, and it is logically and practical and good acceptable limit is there. Limitation is required. Requires large experience and experts to define the degree and points. So here's how much point will give to that particular jobs. Here we required the persons having good experience and experts. Points allocated to degree and arbitrary. So this totally points, it is depends upon the judgments of the qualified and experienced person. Then merit rating. So the next point in the job evaluation and merit rating, that is merit rating. So but what is actually difference between job evaluation and merit rating? One basic difference is that job evaluations, this is actually related to worth of the jobs, value of the jobs. But rating, merit rating, this is related to workers to justify the workers' performance. Here, merit rating also called performance appraisals means how we can justify the performance of the workers. Job evaluation evaluate the jobs and merit rating assess the worth of persons performing the jobs. Just like a job, we are deciding a worth or value. Similarly, merit rating it is related to the person those are working on the jobs. These justifications it comes under the merit rating. Okay, means merit rating. This is related to the workers and job evaluations. This is related to job. Both job evaluation and performance appraisals are aims to systematically determine the wages rate paid to the employees. What is the main reasons for job evaluation and merit rating? Very simple reason is that for job evaluation and merit rating to decide the how much the money will going to pay for the worker. So this is very important because here we required the certain uh, times and the certain quality, reliability, and the totally worth of the jobs. So systematically determine the wage rates paid to the employees. This is the main reasons for job evaluations and merit rating. So benefits of merit rating. Useful in rewarding the person and reward can be links to the performance. Suppose I want to give certain bonus, incentive, or the rewarding. This merit rating it is very important in this job evaluation and merit rating because this rewarding it is actually depends upon the performance of the worker. And second, helps to identify the personal potential. Helps to identify the personal potential means how much the energy or the skill or mental effort is required to do that work. This will going to identify to perform the assigned jobs and to decide the future position he can take up. So presently, uh, by merit rating, we can justify the potentials of the workers, how much the potential he has, so that he can do that job very nicely, and to decide the future position he can take up like this way. Then third, to identify the training needs of the employees. Suppose one job is critical and it is not that much easy to get it complete. So many tolerance, measurement tolerance is there, geometric tolerance are there. So under such situation, sometimes it is very critical to complete the jobs by the common workers. So under these situations, we need to give the training to the employees. This is the open tolerance, this is the closed tolerance, this is the geometrical tolerance, how you will going to achieve, where we can use jigs picture, which type of toolings we require. So this training, it is decided on the basis of this merit rating. Then helps in counseling the employees regarding their strength and weakness. So this merit rating actually helps to the employees for counseling purpose, just guiding purpose. What about their strength and weakness? Weakness almost we try to convert into a strength so that job reliability will be there, durability will be there, acceptability will be there. So all ability of that jobs will get fulfilled. Then fifth, to motivate the employees to perform better. Means this merit rating it will helps to the workers to motivate. Correct. If you motivate, definitely that person's work more as compared to the previous ones. So this is one types of motivations we require through the merit rating. And last, act as constructive performance appraisal system. So this constructive means we have made the frame regarding a performance in the system so that we can nicely decide the wage systems and the salary system, bonus systems, incentive systems like these benefits are there. So once again, I will explain in brief. Merit rating, this is related to the workers. What is the use of merit rating to decide the performance of the workers? And once you will decide the performance of the worker, definitely it will helps to decide how much amount we going to pay, what is the wage structure, what is the salary structures like this way. Then benefits, six benefits of merit ratings are there. So if you want to give reward to anybody, we require certain positive points of the workers. So this is a good person, we can reward. This is a bad person, will not give the performance, will not give the reward like this way. And we can justify the potentials in that particular workers, and with help of this potential we can justify the new works, or we can help to the organizations to upgrade the position of that employees promotion purpose also we require this. Sometimes in industry, the different types of workers are there, but there is a need to give the training to understand about the drawings and manufacturing system. We need to give the training. We need to give this counseling the concept in order to justify the strength and weakness among the workers. Then it motivates the employees to perform the better and act as constructive performance appraisal system. So these are the benefits of merit rating. Clears up to here it is clears. Very simple things are there in the job evaluations and merit rating. Job evaluations related to the worth and merit rating related to performance. Very simple thing. And these two, job evaluation and merit rating, it is actually expected in industry. Otherwise, we cannot run our industry because the total the financial positions it is actually depends upon the job evaluation and merit rating. Some of the industry making certain job or continuous productions already they have decided the worth or wages structure, salary system based upon job evaluation and merit rating. And just every times they are following while selection purpose, while recruitment purpose, while promotion purpose, while training purpose. So this is the job evaluation and merit rating. This is the base for industrial financial positions purpose. Otherwise, if you are not going through this job evaluation and merit rating, we cannot get the judgments the how much will going to pay for these jobs or these persons. Correct. So these things will be there in merit rating. Requirement of sound performance appraisals. So, what is the sound performance appraisals? What actually we are expecting under this? It should be transparent in sense that it should be known to everyone. So, while deciding these performance approvals or while checking the performance workers, what things actually we required? It should be transparent and it should be known to everyone in the organization. Then second, criteria should be fixed and known to rater as well as ratee. So here's whatever criteria will going to let. So management and workers they must understand about this criteria. There should not be any bias or ambiguity among them. Means partiality should not be there. The rating should be done at the prefixed intervals. So, uh, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year. This is the fixed intervals you have to decide, and every these intervals you can go for the merit rating. It should be related to the job, related to the behaviors only. It should be related to the job related behaviors only, not this personal behavior, job related behavior. It should act as basic for sound rewarding systems. Sound rewarding systems means if you give to the reward to certain persons in the terms of the bonus incentive like this, we require this performance appraisals. It is the base for rewarding purpose. Then method of merit rating, just like job evaluation methods are there. Here is also some methods are there in merit rating, ranking methods. Same methods you will have to observe in job evaluation. Paired comparisons method is there. Post choice method is there. Checklist method is there, and skill plan is there. So in industry normally we can follow the two types of the methods. Either you can go for the checklist or you can go for the comparison methods. And second, by force you have to get the work done from the worker. So here five methods are there. Ranking methods, the first class. Pair comparison means between two persons. Post choice method means anyhow you have to do this work. Checklist, you can go to the workers, you can take 1 point correct, reliability is correct, surface finish, durability. Checklist is there, and scale plan is there. So here we can use the scale, centimeter, mm's. So accordingly, we can give the merit rating. So these are the five methods normally it has been observed in industry. So anybody having any problems related to this, you can ask. So let us consider first the ranking methods, conventional and easy methods. This normally it has been used in industry and it is very easy methods. Employer ranked in order from best to worst applicable in industry workers. So normally if you work on the shop floors, you will get such type of judgment uh, from the job point of view, who having the good skill, knowledge, and good performance, and who having the worst performance on the shop floors, you will get according to that. You can give the rank one, rank two, just like military organizations. So then, where we can use this merit rating? Normally in those industry where few workers are, 10, 20 workers are there, you can make use of this ranking method, because it is very easy to give the rank number one, rank number two, rank number three. uh, this is totally depends upon the performance of the workers while doing the jobs. Limitation cannot indicate specific strength and weakness. Specific strength and weakness through these methods, it is very critical. So it cannot indicate the specific strength and weakness of particular person. Becomes difficult as number of employees increases. Means more than 10, 20 workers will be there, then it is very difficult to give the rank. Okay. So 10 or 20 workers are there, it is very easy to give the rank number one, two, three, like this way. So this is the ranking methods. Paired comparison methods. Rater compares each employee in group with all remaining. So there is a group. So one employee's performance you can compare with others. Perform is only parameters in the comparison. So in the comparison method, uh, which is high skill, which is the low skill, good quality, good behaviors, the goods production making skill is there. So this performance you can compare with each others or remaining the workers becomes difficult to compare if group is large. But main disadvantages of these methods, if group is large, then how we can compare one to others. Just like 11 players are there, so the first man's performance, second man's performance, we can compare with others last 4 5 persons. But if the group is 100 200, it is very critical to make the comparison methods. So forced choice methods. Here's for each trait or behavior's number of statements are given and rated are required to select only one statement which describes the particular behavior of the employees being evaluated. In this matter, uh, forced to choice and checks only statement and not allowed to describe most popular method used for rating of lower credit staff. Means peons are there, the workers actually workers on machines. They will ask to write the statement, forced to write their statements while evaluating this performance. And checklist methods made up of series of questionnaire statement which are concerns with the important aspect and employees performance of them. So here some points actually we require question and answer types, and you can get it checks for the same. So this is about the checklist methods. Okay. So today we what points we have covered in this system merit rating. Merit rating. So, what is merit rating? Their methods are there, and how we'll go for evaluations of the particular worker. These things we have seen in this merit rating. Now, if you compare this merit rating parts and job evaluations, certain points actually we have to remember. So, point number one related to job evaluations. Job evaluation means determine the relative worth of jobs in our organizations. It is a critical study of various jobs in order to assess their relative importance. So here worth related part is there. Similar point in merit rating. Merit rating is the evaluation of personality and performance of each employee by his seniors. It is critical study of quality, knowledge, ability of employees. It is the type of performance evaluations. So this is the first difference between job evaluation and merit rating. Very simple things. Job evaluations. Uh, this is only to decide the worth of jobs, but merit rating it shows the performance of the workers. Then second points under the job evaluation. It is mainly used for creating fair and satisfactory wages system or structure. It acts as a base of compensation system. And what is the importance of the job evaluation? Very simple: wage system, salary system, incentive system, bonus systems we can decide. And related to merit rating, what is the use of this deciding the performance? So very simple thing is that if you want to ask for promotions for the higher post, it act as the promotion or transfer employees. Suppose anybody want to go for higher positions, or anybody want to transport to the next organization. At that times, the performance evaluations will be there. What about the skill of that person? Why is asking for promotion? Up till now, what the person has done. So this performance appraisals it will helps to the workers for promotion and transfer to the other organization. Now, third point, job evaluation is useful for explain the relative wages system for removing doubt among the employees as regard the wages and promotions. So once we decide the wages system and the base is this, like the job evaluation, if you tells, no doubt will be remaining. Similar points in the merit rating, it act as a guide to employees for better performance and self-development in future. So merit rating, this system, it is one of the laws or acts as a guide to employees for better performance. If better performance is not there, definitely something will happen in the organization, less productions will be there, productivity, quality will affect. And this also merit rating, it will helps to develop his future because some less performance there, then he will going to concentrate for getting a better performance, and according in future he will get the benefit of the same. So this is about the third point. Fourth point, it is concerns with evaluation of jobs, not concerns with the employees. In job evaluations, it is concerns with the job, not for employees. But here, merit rating, it is concerns only the rating or evaluation of the employees, not for job. This merit rating, this is related to workers. But if you go to the job evaluations, then uh, here's the job evaluation, it is related to the work. Now, fifth point under job evaluation, it is useful for creating satisfactory labor force. That is, if a job evaluation is not there, definitely there is the effect on the labor force. If they are not getting the wages or incentive as per his work, there is effect on the production. Now, merit rating, it is useful for manpower development for rising efficiency of labors. This merit rating, it is related to the workers and it will decide the performance, and from this performance we can develop the manpower efficiency and low labor efforts we can increase. Then 6 point, job evaluation is pre to merit rating as it rates the job them. Now out of this job evaluation and merit, who is the first? Either job evaluation is the first or merit rating. First, job evaluation. You can evaluate the worth of jobs and then you will go for merit rating. It determines the wages structure acceptably both to employers and employees. In the job evaluation, we can decide the wage structures which is acceptable to both means workers and the organizer. Now, merit rating, it provides scientific base for determining the fair wages for each individual ability and performance. So in wages structures, certain performance will going to consider, and accordingly the pay systems will going to occurs in the organization. So this performance, this is very important because here we require to decide the fair structures related to the particular workers in the industry. So this is the main difference between job evaluations and merit rating. Okay, so just ताजा उसाचा खंडगार फक्त 20 रुपये लिटर 20 रुपये 20 रुपये जरा माऊली आवाजाच्या दिशेने जरा फक्त 20 रुपये लिटर चला 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 20 रुपये एक लिटर 20 रुपये. So here is the actually end of our chapters, but just we'll go for a revision of this and we'll stop this. Just you can read, and if you are not able to understand, Can ask. Okay, so just revision up over these chapters. Uh, Very simple thing. Whatever a red color word is there, only you have to remember worth of each jobs. We have given or we have discussed the examples of our question papers. After writing, we're going to check. That means evaluate this. The or 100 out of this like this. Here job evaluations worth is nothing but value of each jobs. We have to decide objectives. You can read what are the objective in the job evaluations. Nine objectives are there, but main objective to decide the fair transparency, the structures related to wage, salary system, incentive or bonus systems like this, it will get under the job evaluations. Nine objective of job evaluations are there. Among these, inequality in wages system. I means, uh, for example, 10 lathe machines are there, and workers are working on the 10 machines. But if you see the salary of each person's, if it is different, then this is called inequality because all these 10 workers doing the same work. Okay, but the making the jobs here we required some skills or some mental effort is also required. So this inequality normal occurs in industry. It should get avoided. Otherwise, inequalities there's somebody will not satisfy with his work and will going to leave that organization. Such cases will be there. To avoid this, these similar types of work, similar types of wages system, similar worth of jobs should be there. So this is the main objective of job evaluation. Then procedures of job evaluations. So in this procedures, only 3 points that is important: job analysis, job description, and job specification. Only word meaning you have to remember. Job analysis means just we can get it separate the assembly, and we can give the name of the each assert, how many quantities are there. Job descriptions means job descriptions follow the job analysis. It gives the essential fact related to this. Means how we're going to manufacture and what is the specification, what is the standard dimensions. Uh, these things will help to process the job. So here 3 points you have to remember: job analysis, job description, and job specifications. So these 3 points it will help to decide the job evaluation. The systems you can remember: four systems are ranking, first rank, second, job classification, maybe depend upon surface finish, maybe depends upon the cost, maybe depends upon the eccentricity, concentricity. Certain factor need to be considered. Factor comparison methods here, mentally effort should be there, and yours these points are there: mental effort, skill requirement, physical requirement, responsibility, and working condition. This point actually we have to consider. And this ranking method, it is very easy and simple. Whenever few workers are there, so we can go for this. Job classification, uh, classify the job according to the requirement also. In our ABC analysis are there in industry. ABC analysis you might know. So C means the frequently required items you can get stored in bulk. B is the mediums and A is rarely we can get it stored. So we can classify the job A, B, C as per the requirement. This is actually the job evaluations examples. Then comparison methods, 5 points. You can compare the jobs on basis of mentally effort, how much is required, how much skill is required, physically requirement, how much their responsibility to who will going to give. Working conditions should be good, satisfactory, that workers will feel he can complete the given jobs within the specified times. So that type of working condition should be there. So here key points in the factor comparisons are there. Already I have given the ABC analysis. You can follow these points or the key jobs are identified, analyzed for each factor. Salary paid for each jobs. Wage paid for key jobs, appropriate factors has to be considered. So here's money rating scales. Also, this is the part of comparisons methods. Point ranking system, point number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, 121, Then point ranking methods more accurate and reliable. It is logical and practically good acceptabilities. Some limitation of the point ranking, merit ratings. So merit rating and job evaluations. Some points need to be considered worthwhile in industry. If you want to decide the worth of the jobs and the salary system in industry, we require these job evaluations and merit rating. So here's the red color performance appraisal word is there. Only you can remember this. Merit rating means performance appraisals. Means in which way you have done that work and how much the value you will get. Okay, so normally in industry, the performance appraisals points are there out of hundreds. So those will get higher points definitely if the performance appraisal is good. We can read this. Then benefits of merit rating, very simple things are there. Main purpose to decide the salary system, wages system, incentive, bonus, then promotion purpose, transfer purpose, and you can justify here the strength and weakness of the workers accordingly. You can give the additional things to that workers or the some other than a money system, some uh, facility you can also provide to that workers based upon this. Now, if you want to give the facility, why, how we going to select that particular persons will give the accommodation facility, will give the school facility, will give the insurance facility. So how we going to decide? This is the performance of the workers. If the good performance is there, Normally, we can give the accommodation facility, insurance facility, provident fund facility. Hmm. So these are the benefits of this. What things actually we require in the merit rating? It is given in 6 points. You can read the 6 point. Already I have given the explanations. Uh, uh, to decide the sound performance appraisal, it should be transparent in sense that it should be known to everyone. You know, what actually you are doing in the performance actually, it have to explain in briefs to the workers. Criteria should be fixed and known to the raters, and whatever criteria you will going to make, it should be fixed and known to everyone. Should not be any bias, means no difference at all among that worker. Rating should be done at pre-fixed time, means 3 months. Just like calibration, we can do the rating 3 months, 6 months, 1 year. Like it should be related to job, related to behaviors only. So the jobs relations and the behaviors of the workers with the jobs in this relation is that it should act as a base for sound reward system. So merit ratings, based upon merit rating, we can give the rewards to the workers. This is the one of the basic things we require in a rewarding systems. Then methods of merit rating, just like job evaluation, here is also methods are there, ranking methods are there, paired comparison method are there, forced method is there, checklist method is there, and scale method is there. So, so here's you can give the ranking. Already we have discussed in previous one also. The ranking method is there. You can give the rank as per the requirements in the industry. So I would like to give one examples related to this. So ranking order methods. Under this method, the raters is expected to keep list of all employees under the supervisions. The various characteristics which are to be possessed by the employees are then determined. Ranks are assigned to these characters depends upon fulfillment traits by the employee. This is illustrated. So here's while deciding the ranking, some character it is expected to put on the papers. Quantity of the work means within 8 hours how much quantity that worker will produce. What is the quality of the work? Initiative, leadership quality, fact, what actually is doing, loyalty, judgment, cooperation, and leaderships. So the 8 points are there and in front of this very good, average, poor, and totals. So you can quality of the work is very good. You can take it. Quality of quantity of work is very good. You can take. Initiative is very good. Take. After that, you can make the total of this, and basis of this, we can decide the ranking methods. So certain points uh, while making the rank also you can decide just like in military organization, height weight ratio, chest ratio is there. Similarly in this industry, to decide the performance of the workers, you can consider the quality of the work made by that workers, how much quantity will going to, what is initiativity in the organization, what is actually fact, loyalty with organization, judgment, etc. Judgments will be there, and cooperations and leaderships will be there. So these points you have to consider under this ranking methods. Paired comparisons, you can compare these paired comparison defined as ranking of series of atoms by means of series comparison between all possible pair atoms. So this method is used when it is difficult to compare individual rating with the entire group of employees, but easy to compare the two or means man to man depends upon the requirements. You can compare one man's with the other 4 5 mans, but this is the limited the workers in the organization. Post to choice, ask them to write statement and get checklist. Certain point you can put on the papers and get it checked. And scale pan is there, so depends upon the scale pans. You can make certain critical points on the scales, and you can measure this point at actually with the help of scale. So this 5 methods you have to remember in the merit rating. Here the little bit description it is given. Checklist made up of series of questions, statement which are concerns with the important aspect of employees and performance on the jobs. So this is the checklist parts. Now, this last methods, that is the scaling system, it is actually man-to-man rating scale. This method is used to rate foreman, supervisors, salesmen. Under this method, 5 step scale is constructed in which each step represent known as persons. The highest step on the scale, as for example of leadership, represented by that person. Opinions, leadership quality, highest degree among the colleagues engaged in the doing other work, the higher level of the performance, less wastage of time, less rejection of the work. So every times you can put all this related work of the worker on the scale, and you can made the graph, and accordingly we can measure the performance of the workers. So this is about the merit ratings and job evaluations. So at last, only one things you have to remember: job evaluation decide the worth of jobs, value of jobs. Merit rating, it is related to performance. Merit rating, performance the workers, job evaluations, the worth of the jobs. And both these things actually we required to decide the salary wages systems, or the how much payments will going to pay. For these two purpose we require the job evaluations and merit ratings. So this much things you have to remember in our this lecture. With this our total syllabus is over. So next lectures revisions, and after that objective type of questions will be there. Each chapter objective types of questions will going to be there, and I will going to read, and this will helpful to this. At the same time, some study materials will going to send to you. You can get it study. Whatever the assignments I have given to you, that assignments you have to get it all and submit to me. Okay, so with this, we can stop here. Thank you.